This is the Morning Swim Show Streamlined for Wednesday, August 11th, 2010, brought to you by SwimOutlet.com, the web's most popular swim shop. Camille Lacourt danced around another world record today, this time in the 50 backstroke semifinals. Lacourt swam a 24:30 today to come within 3/10 of Liam Tancock's world mark set last year at the World Championships. Tancock did make it into the final as the second seed with a 25 flat. Yannick Agnel wasn't in the final of the 200 free today at the European Championships, but Paul Biedermann still had some stiff competition on the way to winning with a 1:46.06. Biedermann, whose world record stands at 1:42 flat, was pushed by Russia's Nikita Lobintsev, Holland's Sebastian Verschuren, and Switzerland's Dominic Maitre, who led the field for the first 100 meters. Lobintsev had the fastest final 50 of the field with a 26.96, a little bit of a change from last year when no one could catch Biedermann on the final 50 of any race. Laszlo Cseh and Marcus Rogan had a great battle in the 200 IM final today, with Cseh winning in 1:57.73. Rogan, known mostly for his backstroke prowess, was second in 1:58.03. Cseh is now the fastest European in the event this year, and he has the third fastest time in the world behind Ryan Lochte and Michael Phelps. Rogan's time is the fifth fastest in the world, and James Goddard, who is skipping the European Championships to recover from illness, still has the fourth fastest performance from the British Nationals last spring. Yulia Efimova of Russia was head and shoulders above the competition today in the 100 breast final, winning by a second with a 1:06.32. Before the meet, Efimova was the third fastest swimmer in the event this year, and she still has that standing behind Rebecca Soni and Laszlo Jones. Fran Halsall, who is not fully rested for the meet, won the 100 free final in 53.58, the second fastest swimmer of the year. It's also the 20-year-old's first major individual title at an international meet, a step up from the silver she won last year at World Championships. Alexandra Hermasimia of Belarus was the surprise silver medalist with a 53.82 ahead of Femke Heemskerk of the Netherlands. The woman who still has the fastest time in the world, Ranomi Kromowidjojo, skipped the meet to recover from a bout of meningitis. Three swimmers at the European Championships swam under the 15-minute barrier in the 1500 freestyle today, with NCAA champion Sebastian Rouault of France knocking Chad LaTourette of the United States off the top spot in the event with a 14:55.17. Pal Johnson from the small Faroe Islands nation was second in 14:56.90, and Samuel Pizzetti of Italy got the bronze with a 14:59.76. That puts 5 men under the 15-minute mark in the event this year so far. The Pan Pacific Championships will likely increase that number, as Olympic champion Usma Luli has yet to put up a rest at 1500 freestyle. World champion Daniel Geert of Hungary leads the field into tomorrow's final with the 200 breaststroke with a 2:10.11, a little bit faster than he swam last month at the Hungarian Nationals, and still the fifth fastest time in the world. The women's 200 IM looks to be the big race to watch in tomorrow's final, with 4 of the fastest women in the world in the event lining up for the race. France's Camille Lacourt is the top qualifier with her 2:10.92, followed by Hungarian's Katinka Hasu and Evelyn Verasto, and Brit Hannah Miley, who won the 400 IM on Monday. Elizabeth Simmons and Gemma Spofford will try to repeat their 1-2 finish in the 200 back in the 100 backstroke final tomorrow, but they'll have to deal with Daniela Samulski of Germany, who could spoil the great run the British team is having at the meet. We've got a full recap of the third day of swimming at the European Championships on SwimmingWorld.com. The Australian team competing in the Pan Pacific Championships arrives on U.S. soil tomorrow, minus 2 of its top swimmers. Stephanie Rice, the world record holder and reigning Olympic champion of both IMs, is staying behind in Australia to continue rehabbing her shoulder. She'll be flying to the States on Sunday, giving her a couple of days in Australia to adjust, to the new time zone before the start of the meet. Patrick Murphy, however, will not be attending the meet, as the two-time Olympian is still struggling with a respiratory virus that has hampered his preparation for the past 3 weeks. This lack of training means Murphy will also be unable to represent the Aussies at the Commonwealth Games in October, but Swimming Australia reports that Murphy will compete this winter at the Short Course World Championships in Dubai. And finally today, Vladimir Morozov, Swimming World Magazine's male high school swimmer of the year, posted a 49.06 in the prelims of the 100 free yesterday at the Junior National Championships in Irvine. That time would have placed him 5th at Senior Nationals if the Russian-born sprinter had been allowed to compete there. Morozov won the final last night with a 49-16. Now you can watch all our video recaps of the first 2 nights of swimming at juniors on swimmingworld.tv. And that's the news for today. We'll see you next time on swimmingworld.tv.